Welcome to Workout Wisconsin. I'm your host, Reggie Davis, here on location at Functional Integrative Training. Coming up on today's show, a meal plan from Freshie, personal training from Functional Integrative Training, specialized fitness tips from Fitness Plus, and a demonstration from Legacy Martial Arts. Stay tuned, lots to come right here on Workout Wisconsin. Welcome back to Workout Wisconsin. I'm Reggie Davis. We're here on location at Functional Integrative Training. And right now, we all know it's very important when it comes to your nutrition and fitness. And right now, we're gonna go into our meal plan segment with my friend here, Jack McGee from Freshie. How you doing today, Jack?
Wonderful, Reggie. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem. I see you brought me a nice amount of food here to eat. You know, I'm a big guy and I love to eat a lot of food. And right now I'm just trying to control myself without actually trying to eat something or have a drink as well too. So, Jack, how does the meal box plan work at Freshie?
So you have 4 different options. You can either do a bulk up, a slim down, a cleanse, or gluten-free. And basically you get 3 meals and 2 snacks per day. So for people where either you have a very busy lifestyle, you just don't like cooking, or you're trying to make that shift where you've kind of grown up eating certain foods, but if you're trying to achieve certain either athletic goals, personal goals, whatever it may be, this can be a way where you don't have to overthink the process. We have nutritionists at Freshie that have designed all these menu items, so it can help to optimize your calorie intake and also your vitamins and minerals. A lot of people have focused on the calorie part of it, how many, the amount of different, levels of sodiums, fats, etc. And really the new science that's coming out, it really comes down to the vitamin and minerals, that we're putting the right fuel in the tank so you can really get those optimal results.
Is there somewhere that you provide this? Is it some printed material or is it on a website? I mean, where can somebody find this?
So we have brochures at the store, but you can go to freshie.com/mealbox and it'll have the order sheets there. So it has a little button on that you can click on and you can literally select whatever items that you want. You can also customize it. So you don't have to go exactly with what's on there. If there's certain cheeses that you like or dislike, we can modify it to each person.
Sounds pretty simple. I see you have some smoothies here.
Yes.
What is the different types of smoothies that you offer?
So we have 4 different flavors. We have the Powerhouse is what we brought here today, and that's got our frozen kefir as the base, coconut milk, pineapple milk.
Do you mind if I have a taste?
Please do. That's what it's there for.
See, I've tried some of your drinks before. What was this one again?
And that's our Mighty Detox Juice.
Good stuff. I'm telling you right now, very good stuff. I mean, is it just these 2 or do you offer more?
Yeah, so there's the Powerhouse Freshie Green, that's our most popular seller, and then the Strawberry Banana and Banana Crunch, those are the smoothie options. You can also add whey protein powder, so we get a lot of people after their workout, they want to get a little dash of protein in there, help get things pumped up. The juices are part of our Juice Cleanse program as well, so you can either drink individual juices. The Mighty Detox is great just to flush out the bad things that accumulate the toxins, but also if you're getting over a cold or something, you feel one going on. The other juices that we have is like the Carrot Zinger. It's got carrots, ginger, apple, all things that are great for building up your immune system. The Red Power beets, I've learned from our runners and triathletes that the minerals in beets help you carry more oxygen, so if you're loading up for a race, great one to have. And then, on top of it, we've got our Green Energy, which basically is, I call it a salad in a cup. And instead of a coffee or one of those energy juices, you can can one of those down and really get you pumped up for the day.
So if I'm listening to you correctly, if I'm hearing all this right, you are what I would refer to as the fitness restaurant, the fitness food place, the fitness meal plan place.
Absolutely.
That's what Freshies is. Like I said, this stuff is good. It tastes great. Also, you have this thing called Energy Bites. What are those?
So I'm going to have you try one of these as well. So there's a new menu item that we just introduced a couple weeks ago. Wow. It's got a little honey on there, so that makes it a little sticky. Peanut butter, chocolate chips, coconut, and then steel cut oats, so you're getting some good fiber in there as well. Pairs perfectly with the juice in the smoothie in the morning, mid-afternoon snack, whatever you like. I call it the healthy cookie dough. So if you're looking for something for that in-between, little snack, little meal, something that actually helps give you good fuel but tastes wonderful. I could eat these morning and night myself.
I mean, it tastes like a chocolate chip cookie dough.
Pretty much.
And it has all the healthy things in it that you need, but then also tastes just as good as the regular stuff.
Right. Just substitute out the honey instead of processed sugar. So much healthier, actually good for your digestive tract, as I've learned over the last couple of years.
Hey, quick question. Do you have like a partner or anybody that can own part of your restaurant with you?
Well, we are hoping
I'm gonna get some steak in his.
But Freshii is always looking for new partners. It's a fastest growing fast casual restaurant out there. We get more social media posts than any other fast casual restaurant in our category. So I think a lot of people are tuning into the fact that, like I said, if you're going to the gym, if you're an athlete looking for results, we really do got the right fuel for you.
Great place to go. So make sure you check out Jack at Freshii, and we'll be right back with more right here on Workout Wisconsin on Channel 57. Welcome back to Workout Wisconsin. I'm Reggie Davis. We're here on location at Functional Integrative Training, and we bring on the owner of this facility that gives us an opportunity to film Workout Wisconsin, Jared Markowitz. How are you doing today, Jared?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Doing good. So, what does your facility offer?
So, really what we have is we have customized personal training. So everything we do, whether it's group-based or more of a personalized type of training, is customized to that athlete. So everyone in our gym is working out, and whatever they're doing is designed to enhance how they move. And whether that be someone who's coming in who's just getting started with fitness or someone that's very advanced, we have options for them. And even within those options, there's customization possible so that we can build progressions for them so that they feel comfortable doing what they're doing, and they also don't feel like they're being held back by somebody else who might not be at the level that they're at.
So what makes you guys so unique and different than everybody else?
So really, the thing that we try to do to set us apart is taking a really big look and a big picture look at the person in front of us. So I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all approach to training or exercise or really getting results with anybody. So every time someone comes into our gym, they go through a process of intake forms, health history, injury history, etc. And we're gonna take a big look at that and figure out not just the goals they want to achieve, but why they want to achieve those goals. And a lot of times those goals are more driven by things that they want to do, not just losing body fat, gaining lean muscle mass, all that kind of thing. So we try to set ourselves apart by figuring that out and then using that to drive the programming that they're going to be doing.
So pretty much, you don't just bring somebody in and just throw them on the equipment. You need to sit down and get to know who they are and what they're looking for, correct? I mean, what kind of ways do you guys do that?
Yeah, so we want to understand where they're coming from, right? So we're gonna have a conversation when they come in, and then as they continue on, we still want to make sure we're doing the right thing. So we're gonna do a movement screen to make sure that they're not in pain, to make sure that they can move through different movements that we ask of them well. If they can't, we're gonna give them progressions to be able to do so eventually, and constantly reassess and reevaluate, so we're always making sure that our clients are evolving. We talk about that all the time. We want them to evolve. We want our clients to keep getting better, to be able to do more, and when they achieve the goal they're after, let's find a new goal. If you want to run a 5K, now let's run a 10K. We wanted to be able to do a push-up. Okay, now let's try and do a pull-up. That kind of stuff.
Okay, so what are the benefits of some of the structured fitness programs that you have here?
So really, when a lot of people, talk about, and this comes up in some of the workout videos that are out there, like muscle confusion, right? And while that has some validity, ultimately people need to have a program that's progressively built. So they start here, they get a little bit better, they get a little bit better, they get a little bit better. If they try and take 7 steps at a time, ultimately at some point they're going to fall back off the cliff. They're going to get injured, they're going to be in pain, and or they're just going to be so sore not going to want to come into the gym and work out. So we're going to take them and progressively overload them through simple, basic movements. And a term or a phrase we're using here is simple things done savagely well. So we want to do simple stuff really extremely well.
So you want to take a regular athlete or an aspiring athlete, you just want to put the whole gamut. You want to make sure to start from 1 and take them all to 100, but you want to make sure that you hit every number, correct?
Absolutely. Okay. Or in the case of someone who comes in with a certain fitness level, we want to figure out where they're at. Because on some things they might be right here. Other things they might be down here. We need to take that into account. We can't assume that because they come in and they're a well-versed athlete that they're going to be right here. They might be here on some things, but they might be here on some other things, and we need to bring this up and keep bringing this one up as well, right? So we're working with them to make sure that we're always addressing their personal needs.
With all that information just provided, how does somebody get started?
So honestly, the easiest way, we have what we call performance evaluations or success sessions, depending on the person in front of us. Ultimately, it's an hour-long time to sit down, talk through our intake forms. We're going to hand them beforehand, talk about injury history, health history, and why they want to achieve the goals they're after, to help us better understand and then ultimately find the program that's right for them in our facility.
So after you had just explained all that, coming up later this week, we're going to give you an opportunity to demonstrate that as well, to see what they actually do here at
Awesome.
Functional Integrative Training. It'd be a great opportunity for you to show us all what we can do. And then also, I'm going to come here and probably train as well, too, because I love this kind of stuff.
Good
So
to hear.
stay tuned for more coming up here on Workout Wisconsin, right here on Channel 57. Welcome back to Workout Wisconsin. I'm Reggie Davis. We're here on location at Functional Integrative Training. And right now I'm joined by a good friend of mine, Haywood Simmons from Fitness Plus. What's going on, Haywood?
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me here.
This probably might be one of the easiest interviews I do, so we know each other,
Without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, what is Fitness Plus?
Fitness Plus, as it spells, P-H-I-T-N-E-S-S. And our slogan is more than just fitness. So came to me that there's a balance of positive, negative, alkaline, acid in life. And so Fitness Plus is about balancing out life to help it feel better.
Is it more like spiritual, more faith-based? I mean, when you say it like that, what
Yeah.
exactly do you mean?
Great question. So when at one time I was 150 some pounds heavier, we may get to that, but I found that one of the things that aided me or that would hinder me was my mind. So we spend a lot of time focusing on mindset. So the why of fitness and why I want to work out. And then we move after talking about why, the food that you eat, and then how you move.
Right, because I've also learned that with fitness as well too. It is a mind thing, because to actually do it, you actually have to think about doing it, and then you actually have to complete the process.
You know, I learned a second and a half before we move, we think about moving.
Right.
So when I learned that in reactive neuromuscular training, I figured it would be important to bring that into the business model, that to understand that before I can't do a lunge, I thought I couldn't or could do a lunge.
Right. Well, hey, we had spoken to this, back a few months ago about this, and you put that into my head, especially when going into the fitness industry, and I appreciate that from you, because you got me always thinking. But we both have gone through recent career changes, and you also went through one as well. I mean, what did you do before you did this?
I was a sales, but most recently was sales and marketing. So I was managing people, teaching them how to help connect products and people together in a way that would be beneficial, like financially or maybe technology-wise for corporations.
Right, and so you just decided all of a sudden we're just going to get into fitness?
I played sports here at the University of Wisconsin, got a chance to play on the 1993-94 Rose Bowl team, short stint with the Dallas Cowboys, and you were sharing with me that getting back into this was what you did. Sports and athletics. My dad was a coach. I loved sports in high school, so it was more getting back to my roots and where I felt I was comfortable.
Especially being, a former Badger, and also being in the NFL as well too. You know how to work out because you know how to put your body through that physical type of sport like football. So it's also more experience that you bring to this arena as well too.
I think so, and what I didn't know is how to be nice to my body. So having played sports all those years, I often joke, I didn't know what it was like not to hurt. And when I started doing yoga and meditation and mindfulness, it was brought to my attention that my body didn't have to hurt all the time.
Right.
So I went about finding ways to help people move, challenge themselves without being in excruciating pain.
I get exactly what you're saying because being a former football player too, it gets to you. Yeah. Trust me. So, trust me, yes, because we know, right?
We know,
exactly.
You get numb, you get used to that.
Yeah. So what is the relevance in the spelling of the company name with the PH versus the regular fitness spelling?
Right. So our health, I remember being told by a teacher in school that the way that the lessons we learned in school, we just study them and we never learn them. And I learned that that might not be true for me, that we are the chemistry, we are the biology, we are the physics, we are the geometry. So to me, pH speaks to the science or the chemical balance of our body, the pH.
You've actually really thought this through. I can really tell. I like the way you think. I really like the way you think. So, what do you consider your ideal client for Fitness Plus?
We train leaders or people that desire to be leaders, that have more life in them and need someone to encourage them or desire to have someone to encourage them in a way that is compassionate, that is passionate, but has empathy for where they're trying to get and where they want to be.
I like that. I like that. Well, I appreciate you coming out and seeing us today here on Workout
Yes, sir.
Wisconsin Haywood. Stay tuned. There's more to come here on Workout Wisconsin. I'm Reggie Davis here on Channel 57. Welcome back to Workout Wisconsin. I'm Reggie Davis here on location at Functional Integrated Training. Right now, I'm joined by Legacy Martial Arts. And before I even start this segment, I'm looking over these two gentlemen, Ken Bent and Kim White, and I see these black belts y'all got on over here, and they got like multiple stripes on them. So, as I slide over away from you two, please explain to me what those stripes mean on those black belts before we get started.
Well, I'm a 7th degree black belt. That means it's
So can I slide just a little bit further that way for a second? Okay, because
pretty intimidating, yeah.
yes, it is.
I've been studying martial arts for over 47 years, and this is a sign of longevity. When you get more stripes, the longer you've been into it, you graduate and you test for a higher stripe and everything else, and hopefully soon I'll be going up for my 8th degree.
So that means do not mess with him. I don't care if he is 65 years old. Do not mess with him. Kim, how many you got over there?
I've got 2 at the moment.
Okay.
This is one martial art that I've been studying for a while. I've studied a couple other martial arts on top of this martial art. Legacy Martial Arts is part of my family, and that's where I am now.
Well, since we got this out of the way that these two men are two people that you do not mess with, we can go ahead and start the interview there. No. So what kind of style of martial arts do you guys do at Legacy?
We teach Taekwondo. I studied martial arts under Dr. Sankey Peck here in Madison for about 15 years, and then after that I opened my school. But we teach Taekwondo. Taekwondo is a Chinese style art. It actually was originated in China, but it's in Korea. The Koreans took it over, and it comes from South Korea.
Cool. Is there any other? Is that the only kind, or do you guys do any more kind of style of martial arts?
We do other arts.
We do Kung Fu also, Sansu Kung Fu. It's an extreme self-defense, and it's very practical self-defense. So it's anybody can do it.
So, for instance, maybe like women and children? Then?
Yes.
Yeah, we focus a lot on
No, I'm
that.
not saying women can't do it, but what I'm saying is, for
Actually-
everybody.
Actually, if you want to know the truth, some of my best students are women in my classes. They seem to absorb a lot more. A lot of times when you get men coming into the martial arts, they have this notion that they're already tough, and women come in with the notion, I don't know anything, I want to learn everything. So they absorb a lot more, and they actually their technique becomes a lot better than most men.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
yeah. What about the kids?
Well, the kids, it's like if they don't know anything right away, they just suck it all in. They absorb everything, and then once they see what they can do, their eyes just open, and it's just incredible what their minds can absorb. And I wish I had studied at their age, at 5 and 6 years old. Kids that are older, they're a lot more, they're flexible. And like I said, they pick it up and they do some amazing things.
So speaking of children, is there anything that you guys kind of teach more, kind of like anti-bully? Is there anything kind of?
We work with a lot of kids on anti-bullying. I'm involved in 2 of the schools. I go over to James Rock Middle School. James Wright Middle School, and then also Badger Rock. Okay. We work with some of the kids over there on anti-bullying. I'd like to see more of it into the schools and everything else. And we also work with kids that have certain disabilities, autistic kids, and kids that have problems learning, focusing in class, and paying attention. We try to get that all under wraps by having them do certain things in class that, in order for them to graduate and go to a higher belt level, we have to make sure that they're doing the right things, focusing, paying attention, showing respect, doing their homework and things like that as part of our teaching.
So I know concern for some parents is when they're taught martial arts is when is the appropriate time to use it? Do you guys teach that as well?
Yes, we do. I tell all the kids, when we start teaching them, one of the first things that we put out there is that martial arts is not used to play with or to go on the playground kicking at people, punching at people and everything. The only time that I would ever tell a child to use it if somebody's beating them up or whatever, they have a right to defend yourself. And other than that, I tell the kids, don't even show anybody that you know martial arts. Keep it to yourself. It's an art of of self-discipline and self-respect that you should hold that dearly.
Well, I appreciate you two coming out today and and talking to us about legacy. Ken Bent,
Yeah.
Kim White, more to come here on Workout Wisconsin, right here on Channel 57. Welcome back to Workout Wisconsin. Hey, a special thanks to Functional Integrative Training for giving us the opportunity to film today's show. Also thanks to Freshie, Fitness Plus, and Legacy Martial Arts for stopping by the show today. Hey, make sure you always hit the gym and stay fit. It's Workout Wisconsin right here on Channel 57.